Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is me, the horror miser, Monty G. It's time to review another horror movie. It's time to review the horror movie called Umma. Yes. Now, Umma is a 2022 American supernatural horror film. It was written and directed by Iris K. Shim. Now, the film stars Sandra Oh, Fidel Stewart, Delma Maroney, and Odea Rush. Now, in this film, Amanda and her daughter Chris live a quiet life on the American farm, but when the remains of her estranged mother arrive from Korea, Amanda becomes haunted by the fear of turning into her own mother. Oh no. Well, first off, since this is Mother's Day, as I'm recording this on Mother's Day, I would like to wish all my horror ghouls to have a safe and happy Mother's Day. Which got me thinking about, how about other countries that celebrate their mothers and how that could be used as as a plot in a horror movie. So that brings us to writer-director Iris K. Shim's latest project and her feature film debut called Umma, which is Korean for mother. Now, in this film, we have Amanda and her daughter Chrissy, called Chris, who lives on a rural farm raising bees and selling the honey. No, they don't have any modern technology such as mobile devices, smartphones, computers, or even lights due to Amanda having an allergic reaction to electronics and electricity. Can't be around it. Now, we get to learn more about Amanda when her Korean uncle arrives, informing her that her estranged mother has passed away. Oh. Upset that Amanda has ignored her culture, he leaves her with her mother's cremated ashes, and that's when the weird shit starts to happen, as Amanda has to fight to keep on becoming what she fears the most, becoming her Umma, her mother. Now, I will say that Iris's story is interesting as we get to learn how mothers are treated in other countries and cultures. Now, we all know how Asian people and how Asian cultures very revere their family and their ancestors. This film also explores how Koreans have strong ties to their families and their culture, and we see that displayed based on Amanda's uncle's reaction to her as she has cut all ties to her Korean heritage and culture. I mean, she's doesn't even speak Korean. She didn't teach her daughter Chris to speak Korean. She even changed her name. I believe her name in Korea is called Soo Hyung, if I'm not mistaken. As the film progresses, we get to learn more about Amanda's childhood, what happened to her, and what happened to her mother, and the reasons why Amanda left her Umma. While this is all fascinating, this is supposed to be a horror film, guys, but it seemed like Iris left that part out. I mean, don't get me wrong, we do get some jump scares in this film, but they're so cliche, we can see them coming a mile away. Nothing really scary here. I mean, there's little to no suspense, and the film lacks any type of tension that would make the audience start caring what's happening to Amanda and Chris. They're really not putting any type of jeopardy at all that you might fear something bad's going to happen to them. Now, I guess when Iris felt that the horrors that Amanda faced during her childhood and the fear of becoming her mother would be good enough for a supernatural horror film, but this movie plays more like a thriller that belongs on Lifetime. Now, I'm pretty sure when she wrote this on paper, it seemed pretty good, and I'm pretty sure that what she thought was going to be transitioned to this film would be a good horror film, but they don't do enough. There's not enough scareness or enough frightening looks in this film to actually be a horror film. Like I said, this stuff like this belongs on Lifetime. I mean, at least Sandra Oh, who produced this film along with Sam Raimi, here he goes again, does a great job in playing Amanda. I mean, she gives Amanda the right amount of fear, resentment, and courage of a woman who loves her daughter and wants to give her everything that she didn't get from her own Umma. I mean, the rest of the cast is okay, as Sandra and Fidel Stewart, who plays Chrissy, have some great chemistry together. We have some nice moments between Fidel and Odea Rush, who plays Chris's only friend, River. But the rest, it's just they're just there. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not, this is supposed to be a horror film. I'm supposed to see some decent horror film, not something that, like I said before, belongs on the Lifetime channel, or could have been just a TV movie, not a motion picture horror film. As I stated before, while the story is interesting, this film lacks any of the basic needs to be a decent supernatural horror film. Like I said, too many cliche jump scares, no suspense, no tension, no type of atmosphere, nothing at all, and a typical happy ending that you see on the Lifetime channel. I mean, not to take anything away from Iris, she does a pretty good job in presenting the film. The film looks nice, it's nicely well paced. It's like, This is a horror film, Iris. This is supposed to be horror, not this. And as much as I would like to give her a little bit more, but I can only give the film only 1.5 out of my bloody gold coins because, like I said, it's supposed to be a horror film. There's really no horror in it at all. So there you have it, guys. It's my video and review of Umma. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm. If you have seen Umma, please let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the film. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as a Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.